Alright, so here's Helm's Dike next, as I explained in the previous video. So I'll go ahead and queue up for it, and then we can travel now. Now, one thing to note about epic battles I didn't say in the previous video is that it will always scale you to level 100. So the minimum level you can do epic battles is actually 10. I'm not sure if I would recommend doing them at level 10, but you will get scaled up to 100. And then if you're level 150, you'll get scaled down to level 100 as well. So this one actually gives you an unlimited amount of setup time. You just have to talk to Gambling in order to start the battle itself, which I'm not going to do yet. So I would not recommend doing that. I would recommend picking up a barricade and the small catapult. You are provided with 2 of each. There's these 2, and then there are 2 on the other side, which I'll show in a second. So the catapult requires rank 3 to pick up. The barricade doesn't, or it requires rank 1, so I think that's like maybe 20 points spent or something. So what I would do first is run over here and put down the catapult on this left side in this little sort of alcove area, and then put it down about right there. And then go ahead and build it. Of course, since, like I said, you need rank 3 for this, so every single strategy I'm using is going to assume that you have the points required for it, the same sort of level of points that I have. So if you don't have those points, then just basically cancel out the strategy that I'm doing. After that, you want to upgrade the damage, and then the speed afterwards. And then you also want to upgrade the distance as well. And then after we finish upgrading that, we don't have to upgrade armor. That's the last upgrade. I wouldn't do it though, because it's kind of pointless. So now we will run over here, and using our barricade that we picked up, I will put it about right here. This western side that's like right next to the like Watchtower and bridge and stuff very much gets overrun, and there are a couple side quests that take place over here, so you want to also upgrade the damage. That'll help out with your soldiers as well. Go ahead and dismantle. I would probably dismantle both of these barricades, to tell you the truth. So after it dismantles, you just pick it up on the ground, and then we will put down another barricade. This one we will put about right here. And then after we finish upgrading it, we will go ahead and dismantle that one as well. And this is the reason why getting a couple points in dismantle is good. But there are a few battles where you're on more of a time constraint, so you don't have unlimited time with them. So we'll go ahead and pick that barricade up. And this last one we will put about right there. And of course we have one more catapult and one more barricade, which I will show what to do with those in a second. So we'll go ahead and pick them up. Pick up the other one. So starting with the barricade, I typically only use 3 over here, but I have had a bit of trouble with them recently, so I think I'm going to put down a 4th one as well, like I mentioned. So there are a few side quests where the enemies will charge over here towards the Watchtower and beyond, as well as over here to the bridge. The bridge, if enemies charge over there, that's not a big deal. It's mostly regarding this location. So I will put it about maybe like right there, I think. I think that's probably fine. So we'll go ahead and upgrade it like I mentioned. And then we will... So I'm going to go ahead and talk to Gambling to start the battle. Let them come. So now we want to put a catapult right here on the bridge. This will cover for 2 side quests. Now if I do not get those side quests, then obviously this is just a waste of effort, but you don't want to be building it in the middle of the fight when the side quest is happening. So And what did he say? He said we want to upgrade the western end of the dike. So you can see them charging to us right over there. I'm just going to finish upgrading this first. And there is one more catapult that I'm going to upgrade in the future, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'll go ahead and upgrade distance, although I don't think it's really needed. So I will show you what to do. Now, the catapult that I placed it on this west side, and the one I'm going to upgrade on the east side in the future, is pretty much these catapults are not used to actually beat the battle, but they are simply used to... So let's load a triple shell. These catapults are simply used to progress the battle much quicker, like probably taking 10 minutes less to complete them. So let's aim it. You can see them lining up right there. There's 3 full groups, so that should be good position. So pretty much just crank it all the way up until the last circle is right over the group. Oh, that's as far as it cranks. We'll do another triple shell. And there's all the soldiers going flying, and you can see it decimated them right there. So we'll go ahead and load it up again. That's as far as it goes. And once you take out most of the soldiers on the bottom, if not all the soldiers, then the next groups will start to charge up as well. So that's what causes them to charge up pretty much. Just FYI. We'll go ahead and fire. And we should be getting a side quest any second now. There it is. This battle, hopefully I can get platinum to show you it, but it is a very difficult battle to solo, so pretty much you want to instantly run to the catapult that we placed down earlier. And we will go ahead and load a grape shot shell. And we will point it to the left, and we are looking for a few little guys that are going to be coming down. So let's wait for them to... There they come. And this, you really want to have the ranged, like, ability or whatever, or have the ranged graphics in order to be able to see them. So that will take out both of them, and you pretty much just want to do this over and over again. Now, periodically just check on this archer that's over here, because he is the only one that will ever have genuine troubles. That's the reason why I placed so many barricades over there. This is the hardest side quest to really get platinum with, so I'm hoping that I can do it. You pretty much just want to continuously kill these stone carriers over and over again. And one thing I will note is it probably would have been better for us to change the soldier's stance to two-handed. I forgot to do it, but that would probably make it more guaranteed that we completed it. But I mean, it looks like we're still good, so... I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, so just change it to two-handed like that. I know that was quick, but just pause the video and slow it down if you aren't sure what I did exactly. So here's the next group coming. And there's 15 total that we have to kill. And you can see our little ranking over there on the right side is getting higher. I mean, these guys still look like they're pretty good. I think I cleared out most of the enemies as they were marching before this side quest happened, so I don't think they're getting like double the amount of enemies as they normally would if the enemies were still there. Like, I don't see any more enemies in the field over there. So that's probably why they're having such an easy time with it right now. So you can see we're up to gold now. And let me just check on them one more time. So we're gonna have to do, I think, maybe 2 or 3 more stone carriers. I think they always go in groups of 2, but they might go in groups of 3, like towards the end. I'm not positive on that. Well, this is definitely 2, obviously, but we shall see what the next group has. Hopefully it has 3, so I don't have to do another group. Do another group shot shell. So yeah, I think I probably cleared out like all the enemies, so they're not really having any troubles with defending. I mean, there's literally no enemies even coming. Alright, so we just have 1 more stone carrier to kill. And you can see the actual objectives, and it looks like this one has 3, which is a waste. So we'll go ahead and fire. And you can see your merit loss and stuff. And there we go.
The stream has been protected and left open.
So you know you get platinum if you get the Quartermaster's Fine Armaments. Sometimes it's not quite obvious to see if you get platinum or not. But I'm going to go ahead and change this soldier back to just one-handed stance, because he doesn't really need additional help. So we completed the Stone Obstruction, but the wave is not yet finished. So I'm going to run back to this catapult, and we can see the soldiers are still like charging up. So I am going to aim to the left. It'll take a while. This is why we need maximum aim contribution. Now, it's called contribution simply because if you do it with multiple players, they can contribute at the same time that you're contributing. So epic battles are a lot more, you know, cooperative, I guess, than most other content, at least all the like the landscape content and stuff. Actually, I'll load a group shot shell because it's only 1 large group of enemies instead of, oh no, that might be another group back there. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll see. So fire. One thing to note, okay, now they're marching on the eastern side, so we'll go ahead and just run over there. I'll show you the other catapult now. But what I was about to say, one thing to note is that you can only kill a maximum of, I believe, 16 of a specific type of enemy. No matter if you hit, you know, like 30 or 40 of that enemy, you can only kill 16 in 1 catapult shot. That's the reason why, you know, you hit them right on the head with the catapult and it only takes out a certain amount. So here's the catapult. So we want to, this one is already fully built and it's already placed. So that's the reason why I could afford to place that other catapult on the bridge. So we'll go ahead and upgrade damage, speed, and distance again. And you can see the enemies charging up. One thing that I will mention is I prefer to go for the groups on the inside, because the inside is the section that will be a lot more, it will be attacked a lot more, because there will be three total waves. The first one attacks the west or east side, the second one attacks the other side, and the third one attacks the central, which the central is basically just the 2 inner sections, if that makes any sense. That's the reason why I prioritize the sides that I do. So we will just continue to fire this catapult, and then shortly we will have the second side quest. There are 3 total side quests that spawn in this, 1 for each wave. And it is based on how many enemies have been defeated. So us using this catapult and just pretty much decimating the enemy population will make it spawn much quicker than if we were just kind of sitting there AFK in the corner. And that's the reason why I like to do this, because...
The Statue of Helm Hammerhand is under
okay,
siege.
well this one
Do not
is...
let them desecrate Helm's
this one's very
monument.
easy. First we want to... I mean, we'll go ahead and change, I guess, this commander to two-handed stance. So click the one-handed stance button, and then click two-handed stance. I'll just explain it since I glossed over it real quickly earlier. So pretty much you just want to stay here and defend the statue. I would also recommend just dismantling one or two of the barricades. You'll have a bunch of mean trolls that come in, and this will help with defending. And then just put it like, you know, around right here. Then go ahead and upgrade it. And then we'll upgrade the one on the left as well. And once we get the chance, I will... I'm not sure if I'll do that actually. I was going to set these guys to two-handed stance, but I don't think that would really help very much. I will set this guy to two-handed stance. Just on time, because the cooldown ran out. This side quest is very easy. It's one of the easiest ones. Even if you don't have any points to do any of the stuff that I'm doing, it's still probably like the easiest one to do. You just need to help your allies out a lot more. And I can also go ahead and just do haste and damage, I guess. I think I was lagging there a little bit. I had to press the button 3 times. So we can see our enemies are getting through. So it's a good thing we placed the barricades. And you can see the waves over here, so we're currently 2 out of 5. I think we're almost done with the second wave, probably. And you can see, if you lose, these are the statue defenders, just these 3 guys. And then the damage to the statue, of course this is the statue here. It's got 34,000 health, and I'm guessing you can probably repair it. Yeah, so... it should be pretty easy, and you can see he just called out. They're going down the center, straight for the gate. So they will be attacking this side on my left, and the side next to the Watchtower over there that I kept watching earlier. So we'll just stay here, because we don't really have to help with those sides or anything at all. And we'll just wait for this this side quest to finish up. We should be, that's the 3rd wave finished. You do have these banners that you want to defend, but the enemies really never attack the banners, so you don't have to look at them at all. Like, they're still full health. I don't think I've ever had enemies even lay a hand on the banner, much less destroy them, because they have a decent amount of health themselves. So these guys are breaking through the line, but it's fine. It's mostly the trolls you have to worry about. The Urukai and the regular orc warriors and stuff are pretty easy for your soldiers to take care of. So just help out your guys as you see. And there we
Helm's
go.
statue has been
That's the
protected
5th
from the
wave.
enemy.
So now, and that's one of the rewards I was talking about before. If we go to the epic battle panel, that means I filled up the gold bar. That doesn't mean that I got a gold reward or a gold medal from that battle, or from that side quest. I definitely got platinum, but it means that I got platinum, plus I got all the other rewards at the same time, as I was mentioning in the last video. So go ahead and start cranking, and you can see there's definitely a lot more enemies with these waves than there were in the previous one, or the previous two, I mean. And once again, we will have a third side quest. A nice catapult shot there. I'm not going to worry about this group because they should all die by the time these two inner sides die, so I'm not going to worry about that. They'll just slowly be working on them as I progress the rest of the battle. Oh, I think I didn't load the shot quick enough. There we go.
An enemy war machine approaches the main
Now this
gate.
one
Protect archers as
is
they
the
fire
other
upon it.
side quest that requires this catapult on the bridge that I placed earlier. So it is what I'm going to use. So we basically we'll do a heavy shell, and then we will aim it more towards the right. And in a second here you will see the war machine spawn, and it should die in literally like 2 catapult shots if you upgrade the damage and if you use the heavy shells. So let's just look for it. There it is. So I will let it get to the area, and then I will fire. And then we will do another heavy shell, and you can see, or it might take actually 3 shots to kill it. And then here is the third, and it's destroyed.
Saruman's vile war machine has been destroyed.
If you have that side quest, or if you have the points for this catapult, it's literally like the easiest and quickest side quest to complete by far. So now we will go ahead and run to this catapult. The other side should finish by the time I thin out the wave over here, or the waves over here. So we'll go ahead and aim back to the right. And the battle's ending will be based on how many enemies you kill. It's around like 95 to 99% of the enemies will need to be killed. So the battle generally ends before all of the enemies are even killed. So if it ends early, then that's the reason why, basically. Alright, we're lined up now. I generally use the triple shot here. I like the way that it looks. It feels really cool. You could also use the grape shot shell. It's another good option. So, any second now. I will wait for them to run up towards us, and then I will fire. Right now I'll fire. And there's no more side quests, so you can just focus on using the catapult to thin them out. That was the third side quest we had earlier. And you don't really have to look at Emir's, you know, yelling at you. It's not really correct half the time. Okay, well there we go. So that once you see the pop-up for Helm's Dike being completed, then that means you finished it. If you get Treasures of Rohan, that means you platinumed it. So that means I lost no soldiers. I completed all 3 side quests without, or with platinum, and I didn't lose any banners or anything. So you can either leave from here, or you can just right-click on Retreat from Battle. Just make sure that you loot your rewards when you get back. So when this pops up, if you want to look at the thing on the top here, so that means I got platinum, and then this little gold thing on the bottom means that I got that gold reward from completing it. So that one actually took, you see, it's 46 minutes on the first side quest, so that means it took right around 20 minutes because there's a little bit of setup involved and a little bit of time before that first side quest is completed. So that's pretty good timing. If you just pretty much AFK and don't use the catapults the whole time, it'll probably be closer to like 30 or 35 minutes. So using those catapults is very helpful with the timing. But the next one I will do is the Deeping Wall. This one will be, it's harder, or it requires more points to really effectively do it, but it's not really that bad. So I'll go ahead and end this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.